Geek Buzz. Hi, my name is Anna.
And I'm Peyton.
And today, what are we doing today?
Today, we have another NCT 2020 music video release. This week it is NCT U with From Home.
So, the people in this unit are Tae, Yuta, Kun, Doyoung, big age skip, to Haechan, Renjun, and then Channa. And just so y'all know, we have purposely avoided listening to this song so that for the music video reaction, we could have like a full, legit reaction to everything. Another thing to note, we watched the teaser. Another thing, we are going to have the captions and subtitles on. Is that it?
I think so. Let's go.
Let's go! I'm expecting a lot of emotions.
Me too. Just from the beginning. It's like a memory.
The piano line in the background was really pretty earlier too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was nice.
Mm. Oh, that's pretty.
This
In
is
the
more
city.
like R&B than I expected.
I love how it keeps switching to the square aspect ratio when it's like what they're seeing through the camera.
I was honestly expecting it to be like ballady, but this is more like, you know.
Yeah. Right, and then it switches.
Yeah. Oh, I get. It's like watching memory. Yeah. Okay. Like the home video memories. Cool. Sorry. Oh. Yuta vocal. Oh,
That was so pretty. Wait, I'm sorry. Did you see in the subtitles?
yeah. CT.
Yeah. Oh. I already know the exact like day, like the vibe that you need for this song, you know?
This reminds me of a lot of like the. Like it's more sentimental and not like love song, but it reminds me a lot of those like R&B love songs in like the 2000s. You know?
Yeah.
The vocal agility, wow. Wow.
Dankeschön. Arigato. Gracias. Kopen cup. Thank you.
Oh, are they really?
I heard those other members in there. I heard
Yeah,
that one was German.
I was like, I heard the other languages that they needed. Yuta just sang that line and it was beautiful.
Yuta has a beautiful voice.
He does.
I just needed to hear it more.
No, but I was like focusing on the vowels.
Oh, that is sweet. I'm sure we all appreciate the fact that they got to sing in their like respective native languages. But going into it, since we hadn't heard the song, I was curious about how it would fit together and if it would be kind of like, oh, they've switched and kind of like jolt you out of that emotional feeling. But it didn't. It fit so seamlessly together. And I know that there's a metaphor in there somewhere about how like the members fit seamlessly together too. And then also, I love the meaning behind it about like being someone's home. And obviously it's aimed to an extent at like in-citizens, at their fans. But also, I was just like getting emotional thinking about it while I was watching the music video because some of the NCT members have been together for so long, and especially like the 4 members who had to come to like a different country, like didn't speak the language and like really find a new home. I was like getting so emotional because I was thinking about how they all grew up together, because I remember like even like members in this music video like 6 years ago with SM Rookies 14 when they were babies, and I was just like, speaking of like babies, baby pictures in the middle, like the different languages speaking over it, that was the only part where I was like, what? Because I didn't expect to hear Yang Yang's voice or to hear German, and I was like, what just happened? But I really loved it because even though all of the members weren't featured on the song, it reminds you like, oh, this is part of the bigger NCT 2020 project, like it's from all of us, even if we're not all singing it. At first, I couldn't decide if I was upset or not that they didn't show all 23 baby photos, since they obviously were like, oh, we can include some other members for the thank you part anyway. In my mind at first, I was thinking, oh, but you could have just like done it faster and like flashed the baby photos on screen and had like all of the members included. But I decided that I'm glad they did it the way they did it, because it stayed more, first of all, focused on the members singing the song, and also more on brand for the theme of the music video, because it's all about like old camera, home movies, that sort of thing. And the way that the pictures are rotating around is like an old film camera or like an old like movie projector, and I was like, oh, I love that. So I've decided I like this better. And also, just the last thing I'm gonna say, the shots of them around the car from a distance towards the end when the sun is setting were beautiful. Like the whole music video was very like sentimental, like feeling, that sort of thing. But at the very end, when they're showing it from a distance view and the sun is setting on the water, there's also a lot of water on the sand, and so it's reflecting back the same way that the water is reflecting. And it makes it look like the car is like an island in the middle of the ocean rather than parked on a beach. And it's like they're all there together, and it's like they are home together. And I was like, that's such an amazing shot with so much like emotions in it. And the song itself was just beautiful. I feel like that goes without saying, and Hannah's gonna talk about it more. So I'm done. Anna's turn.
First off, before I start my comments, in the reaction I was saying like, oh, the R&B love songs, like, I figured out what I was referencing. It's basically Boyz II Men. Great, cool, now let's move on. I also kept saying in the reaction, like, I had been expecting like a ballad. This was definitely R&B. If the song was ballady, it would be more like sustained notes, not belted, but probably sung in like mixed voice. But instead, like, you can tell the song is R&B just because like it's so rhythmic in the instrumental, like the piano lines going do-do-do-do-do. And then also like their singing lines, there's so many vocal riffs, and they sing in falsetto so much in this, and it's beautiful. So that's all I'm gonna say about the instrumental, because I'm like in vocal heaven right now. I am so happy to hear them all singing together. Literally all I ever ask for is for group singing with hearing multiple voices at once. Like, obviously they all had their highlighted solo moments in this because like you need to have that, but like group singing at the end, wonderful. Going back to my R&B point about like there's so many vocal riffs and the lines are so rhythmic and switch between notes a lot. In order to pull that off, you need to have good vocal agility. And this entire song, like, their vocal agility is so highlighted in this. You just need to have that in order to sing this style and sound good. And clearly they sound good. And specifically for this song, Donjun really stuck out to me with like all his riffs were so impressive. And like, not that other members weren't, but his just really stuck out to me especially. But also for singing in this style, I guess a danger of it is a lot of times the consonants and like diction can suffer, because in order to like be more like, ooh, I'm smooth, the words will like blend together and not intentional like consonants eliding, but it will just be like you can't make out the words. The concern is that emphasizing the consonants and pronouncing them distinctly, it can cut off like the smooth groove that people have going for the song. But you can hear all of the starting and ending consonants in their diction, and it's wonderful and I love it. And it doesn't cut off the groove that they have. Like they have made the intentional decision like and gone through and are like, oh, we need to elide this consonant, like the ending consonant, into the starting one, and it's wonderful. And then the last thing that I had to say is, I know I talked about group singing before and like, yay, I'm so glad they got to group sing, but once again, my choir self, a cappella self, just wanted to hear more group singing and hearing how like all their voices blend so wonderfully and beautifully together. So, idea, request, they should make an a cappella version of this song. Kun did it for Dream Plan, okay? So, it's possible. Alright, I'm done. But basically, I was in vocal heaven.
Anna, can you TLDR us since you're in vocal heaven?
Yeah, if you insist. TLDR for this video is we are both super impressed by this NCTU unit, the vocal unit, and are also feeling the emotions, not just from their wonderful singing, but like the meaning that they were conveying with this song, and also just like they all got to sing in their home languages.
That being said, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this reaction, if you also loved this NCTU From Home release, and you're also feeling all of the emotions, then please leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bell,
Ding.
and bye!
Bye!